The repair shop operate a strict 24-hour fix for computers. Therefore, they always need to know how many repairs come in on a Friday. To keep the query simple and in line with Level 2 essential skills, this means querying how many repairs were logged on the 4th of September. So we will use the date logged and we will use the criteria the 4th of September. To create this query, I'm going to use the query design. I'll take my mouse across to the tabs and I click into the Create tab. This takes me into the ribbon that reflects everything that I can create in a Microsoft Access database. I go to the same section, which is our Queries section, but this time I will click for Query Design. This will bring up a dialog box, and that dialog box allows me to choose which table I want to create in the query. As this database only has one table, which is Central Office, I click to add in that table, and then I'll close down the dialog box. What you will see is our query section where I put in the criteria and also the table that I want to use. The query itself then refers to repairs that are logged on the 4th of September, so I'm going to continue with my 3-step process. Step 1 was to identify the correct query field, and that correct query field is date logged. So I'm going to scroll down through all the different fields that exist in the table Central Office until I come across the one I'm looking for, which is date logged. So I click into the field that I'm looking for and I drag it down into my first field in the query section. And that will then tell me my field is chosen, date logged, and it's from the table Central Office. The criteria that I'm looking for then is the 4th of September. Now this field has been formatted for date and that date is short. So if I come to my criteria, what I'm looking for is the day, which is 04 for the 4th. Then I'm looking for the month, which was September, so that's 09, and the year is 2020. This is the format that I asked for with my data types. Therefore, I need to be able to supply it in exactly the same way with the criteria as I did when I was creating the table. Step 3 then is to bring in the display fields. So obviously the date logged is important, but what also is important then would be the name of the premises. I want to know which school or further education college that I'm talking about. So I'll click into the field and I'll bring that into the second area, and that will bring me in that field, name of premises, from the table Central Office. I then want to know what type of computer needs to be repaired. So I'll slide down to where I can see my field computer. I click into that field and I'll drag that in to the third section of my criteria. So we'll do my checks. I have the right query field chosen, I have the right criteria, and I also have my display. I am now ready to run this query. So I come back up to my ribbon, I come to the run icon and I click for run. That will then run my query based on the criteria I supplied. So we can see there were 4 repairs that came in on the 4th of September.